Hi and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be doing 5 things we learned whilst watching Man United draw 1-1 against Chelsea last night at Old Trafford. In at number 1, we absolutely robbed Bayern Munich when it came to Noussair Mazraoui. £12 million rising to £15 million with add-ons is an absolute steal. And I'm telling you now, that is Manchester United's signing of the summer. Noussair Mazraoui is so good. So good. Under Ten Hag, we saw him be the fullback that sits back while Dalot is the one who ventures forward more often than not. But under Ruud so far, we seem to be seeing Mazraoui. I know it's a very small sample size, but we seem to be seeing Mazraoui being the one to go forward a lot. And my God, can he attack? This guy is so technical. I'm even starting to understand the madness behind Ten Hag playing him in the 10. Like, honestly, this guy is so good, man. He's so good with the ball in his feet. And against Chelsea, for me personally, he was the best player on the pitch. I know they gave the man of the match to Moises Caicedo, but for me personally, Noussair Mazraoui, hands down, deserved to be man of the match in that game. He was everywhere, both offensively and defensively. Noni Madueke, who's been in good form, couldn't get any change out of him. He locked him out and kept him in his pocket the whole game. Noussair Mazraoui was very good against Chelsea, and to be honest, I'm glad we've got him. And like I keep saying, the fact that we got him for £12 million rising to 15, absolute steal of the century. But anyways, let's move on to the next thing that we learned. Now, the second thing that we learned watching this game against Chelsea last night was that Alejandro Garnacho absolutely stunk the place out. He was so bad. He was awful. Like, I even made the mistake last night while doing my player ratings, right? I said that Ugarte was our worst player on the pitch. I was wrong. Having rewatched the game again and some of the highlights, Garnacho was the worst. I've told you guys time and time again, when it comes to the final third decision making from Alejandro Garnacho, he is awful at that. His decision making is awful. When he's supposed to shoot, he passes. When he's supposed to pass, he shoots. And when he's supposed to pass, if he does pass, he overhits the pass. This guy is so frustrating. I am tired of telling you guys. The Man United fan base has overrated this guy so much so that in the first half, when he was playing in the right wing position, whenever a teammate would overhit a pass trying to give him a pass, he'd be throwing his arms in the air. His body language was disgusting. He was just moaning about. And it was only when he moved to the left wing that we actually started to get on the ball. And even when he did get on the ball, he was making the wrong decisions in the final third. His end product and the final decision making is so poor, man. It is so poor. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think the kid does have potential. And the fact that he believes in himself, I genuinely believe he thinks he's better than he actually is. In his head, I'm convinced he's the next Ronaldo. He's nowhere near it, mate. Not right now, anyways. He's nowhere near Cristiano Ronaldo's levels. He's nowhere near it. And I know he's got 10 goals so far, 10 goals and assists so far in about 15 games, which is a very good numbers. Very good numbers. But bro, I watched the game with my eyes. That's where the eye test comes into play. For me, he's not passing the eye test right now. He really isn't. People give Rashford a lot of stick for not tracking back and moaning and sulking on the pitch, and rightfully so. But look at what we're doing to Garnacho now. He's doing the exact same thing. And that's all because this fan base has pampered him and made him believe that he's better than he actually is. Garnacho is not all that. He really isn't all that. Like, he's not there yet. He needs to relax. That's why I saw Casemiro giving him an absolute bollocking in the game when he actually gave the ball away and didn't track back. Like, honestly, someone needs to have a word with him. He's not there yet. He needs to relax. And this thing of replacing Rashford before him, I don't get it because he's been playing worse. But anyways, let's keep it moving to the third thing that we learned whilst watching Man United. Casemiro, man. Casemiro. This is a guy who even I said in the summer that we needed to get rid of him. I still think we should sell him in the coming summer because he is old. But what I will say is against Chelsea, he was absolute class, man. Absolute class. I thought he was a very close second. Okay, not close, but he was basically our second best player against Chelsea. I know Mazraoui was head and shoulders above everyone else, but Casemiro was close second. He played very, very well against Chelsea. He's a threat in both boxes, in our box and in the opposition box. When it comes to aerial duels, we just know Casemiro will win it. The slide tackles, he just played very, very well, man. He was everywhere, everywhere. Next to Ugarte in the midfield, who wasn't having the best of games, but he did his job, and I was happy to see to see that. And I'm actually interested in seeing what Amorim is going to do with him. Is he going to play him? Is he going to bench him? I don't know. But in the past couple of games, since Ten Hag has been sacked, right? I don't know if you've noticed, but Casemiro has actually been playing very well. Now, maybe that's to do with the fact that he and Ten Hag had fallen out, so he wasn't really giving 100%. I don't know. But I think that is the case. But since Ten Hag is gone, I know, again, it's a small sample size, but based on the 2 games I've seen, he has played very, very well. He played well against Leicester, and he played well against Chelsea. And I hope to see him play well. I think it's on Thursday when we play, who are we playing in the Europa League? Is it PAOK? I think so. But for me, Casemiro yesterday was very, very good, and I just thought I should give him a shout out. As someone who's been heavily critical of Casemiro, I thought he's done well, so I need to actually praise him for that. But anyways, moving it on to the 4th thing we learned whilst watching Man United versus Chelsea. Manuel Ugarte. Casemiro's partner in the midfield yesterday against Chelsea. It's not looking good, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to be positive here, but it's not looking good. This guy, right, on the ball, he is terrible. I can't even sugarcoat it. He is so bad on the ball. But hopefully, maybe he still needs, he's just trying to get used to the team or something like that. But my eyes don't lie to me. Not often anyways. My eyes are telling me this guy on the ball is a big liability. And I can actually see why the PSG manager wanted to get rid of him. He said he's not good on the ball. He's not technical enough. We signed him as a midfield enforcer. I know that. So maybe we need to get someone who's good on the ball next to him. Because if we get him and someone who's not good on the ball as our midfield pivot, or as our midfield two central midfielders, we're in trouble, guys. We're in serious trouble. This guy can't even make a simple 5-yard pass. He can't do it. Like off the ball, he does make some good tackles, so that's good to see. But on the ball, it's really bad, guys. It's really, really bad. Excuse me. The only saving grace that I feel like he has is the fact that Ruben Amorim is coming to United soon. So maybe he will be able to get the best out of him. Maybe he'll be able to do the same thing which he did with him at FC Porto, which was not Porto, at Sporting Lisbon, which was to get the best out of him. And I don't know, maybe they can recreate that at Man United. But let's not forget, Ten Hag had Donny van der Beek cooking at Ajax. He came to Man United, barely even used him. So are we going to see a repeat of that under Amorim with Ugarte? I don't know. Let's just wait and see. I'm just going to try and be a bit positive and hope that Amorim can somewhat get that enforcer that we saw at Sporting Lisbon and actually bring that to Man United. But yeah, that's what I thought about Manuel Ugarte. And then moving it on to the 5th and final thing that we learned yesterday. It's with regards to Bruno Fernandes. He finally scored his first Premier League goal against Chelsea, and he's basically now off and running. So if you add to the goals he scored against Leicester, that's now 3 goals in 2 games. Now, with Ruben Amorim coming in, and given the fact that they're both Portuguese and they're both coming from Sporting Lisbon, are we going to see some magic being made here? Are we going to see Ruben Amorim bringing the best out of Bruno? I don't know. I hope so, because if Ruben Amorim can get the Bruno Fernandes which we saw under Solskjaer in his first 18 months at the club, the one with like about 70 or 75 goals and assists in about 90 games, if Amorim gets that Bruno Fernandes, that version of the Bruno Fernandes, or anywhere near that, Amorim might be in for a top player there. Because as much as he's very frustrating, and he didn't really play well against Chelsea, but if he can bring that output back, we might stand a good chance of finishing well in the Premier League. We might do well, because Bruno Fernandes is never going to be a guy who plays well. But one thing he can deliver is goals and assists. So as rubbish as he is, and he irritates the life out of me, if he's at least getting goals and assists, that will at least lessen the blow a bit. So I'm wondering here, are we going to see the best of Bruno Fernandes under Ruben Amorim? Because like I said, he's off and running now. He's got 3 goals in 2 games. I don't know. I hope this continues. I'm not a fan of Bruno Fernandes. I'd like to sell him and replace him with a proper player. But as long as we have him here, I want him to do well for the club. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the 5 things that we learned whilst watching Man United versus Chelsea yesterday. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.